So here in this video, we have the return presented for each month. So we're basically averaging all the firms in a particular month. And for the volume, we are doing the summation over all the firms at the month level. Okay, so we can make this more detailed. Perhaps we can introduce some slicers so that we can aggregate not just at the monthly level, but for example at the state level, okay, and also at the securities level. Okay, so we're going to introduce some slicers into this report. So I'm first going to click outside the existing videos. I'm going to add a slicer into this report. And the first thing I want to slice is the headquarter state. So I'm going to choose headquarter state and drag it to here as the field for the slicer. Okay, so now I have the headquarter states. So of course I want to shrink this, make it like a long list here. I'm gonna make it as a long list. Okay, so now I can see, for example, instead of looking at aggregate the total volume across all the stocks in different months, I'm going to focus on, say, Arizona. So now I will just have the total volume of stocks headquartered in Arizona in each month of 2023. Or, for example, California. Okay. Of course, if you uncheck one of those states you highlighted, it's going to go back to the aggregate across all the securities across all the states. I also want to introduce another slicer at the securities level. So again, I'm going to click outside the existing virus and I'm going to click the slicer again. And here I'm going to use the securities as the field in this slicer. So now I have all the securities. I can just click on, for example, Bank of America. Then I'm going to get the volume of Bank of America across different months. Or if I want to check a return, then this is going to be the return data for here. Once you check Bank of America, it's going to be the return data for Bank of America for each different month in 2023. Okay, so you notice also once I check on Bank of America, this HQ state just had one state left, which is North Carolina. This is because Bank of America is headquartered in North Carolina. So once this one's selected, the headquarters state, there's no other choices. It can only be in North Carolina. Okay. If you unclick, then this entire list of states will appear again. So this is how you can introduce some slicers into your report and make your report richer.